Ki nong hikai ka school ba NEHU ke badon hapok senjuk jengka North Eastern Hills University Teachers Association kelabar ngem bandawa hiar shuki no ya Professor Prof Shukla naka kam Vice Chancellor Lada la ban khot kloi no ek jingelang bakarki jongka Academic Council. Nakaliang President ka NEHUTA Professor Lakhon kama habakren hakane kesngi ulaong ngenembu porshu nang ni syakmat ba VC unle AA Henry haba ngin sa simhi yakarai ha ka jingeki kabanwan kabanlong hapo kasitayo ni ha kishipos ngi kebanwan ha kju kapor ulaong ru bakin sa sim yakarai rengkat ka jingit relang bat ka Meghalaya College Teachers Association bat kani hunsa ya kalenti ban shem sakman kani ka jingeki keno hikai NEHU kadai bandawa na VC bon khot ek jingelang bakarki jong ka Academic Council ka banyat hir sani halor ka jinglong jingman ka school ba NEHU bat ka jing pentrai kam ya ka National Education Policy hajar arpo katkum ka jing penpau Professor Lakhon kama laong bakum kino hikai kenem don ka jing artatin bandawa ya ka jing hiar shuki jong Vice Chancellor Lada la banyat chakmat na ka nongrim ka jung bat beteng banyai sngap kuman President ka NEHUTA ulong ba VC uday bat don kam ban penbek na ba wei ubreu onamla ban rai halor ka kam bayade bat ka puli puti tang da ka basyong ha ka kamra trai kam
protest about the delay, I would say, or rather I would say to ignore the main demand that we have, which is the requisition of the Emergent Academic Council to discuss the inappropriate implementation of NEP at UG level in our affiliated colleges. So this is our main demand. Of course, we have already circulated, we'll be giving you a copy of the dossier that we have prepared against this VC. Almost there are 13 odd points to jot down. There are many more, by the way, but those are some of them that are so blatant, which indicates the serious violations that he has done in just 2 years of his tenure here. And I think it's important that everybody knows the nature of such violations that he has done, and we'll provide you a copy. I think it may not be enough for, but at least media person and others can have a copy of it, and you can take a picture if you want. So the whole idea is to show that we as teachers body, we as students, we as stakeholders of NEHU, Shillong, and we have a campus in Tura, we are all there to protect our rights as a university, our rights as members of Academic Council. The statutory provision of Academic Council cannot be ignored, and I have been harping in it on his face several times. I have said that you can't undermine the importance or significance or the infringement on the rights of Academic Council. You can't do it. Whether you like it or you don't like my face, you don't like somebody else's face in Academic Council, but you have no choice but to follow the rule book. And rule book says it very, very clear that if members have requisition, if it is 1/3, because generally we need only 45 members, to be very frank. Our 110 meeting has 150 signatories, including people from Tura. Even if you add the new recruit, let's say another 40, I'm giving the higher side, it still comes to about 155. We had 100 signatures, almost 50% plus basically, who have signed. So there's no way he can ignore it. And that's where, and not only that, I think he has not read. I have provided you with a copy which I will be providing. Even if you want to interpret it differently, the same which I will be giving you, which is your RA 5 clause 13, which speaks about this special meeting. If we carefully look at the point number 18, it says, and I'll just read so that we are very clear. The power of interpret, amend, repeal or add to this rule shall vest in the academic council. It means it is the academic council who will decide whether or not. It cannot be VC sitting in this office to say that no, I don't like this topic of yours, so I cannot call a meeting. That we cannot do. This is like a primary school teacher behaving with his kids. That we cannot allow. And that's where I think it is important for us to understand that even if he doesn't understand the language of it, its interpretation cannot be done sitting in this office. Its interpretation at all, if it has to be done, it will be done by academic council. So any sensible vice chancellor, no matter how dumb he may be, he would have called an academic council, emergent academic, and say that actually I don't like your, however I have no choice but to call a meeting and let's thrash it out. This is how people work in a democratic system. But he has ignored all our democratic approaches, and that's why today we are here in this. We don't want to be here. Believe me, none of us wants to meet him at this point of time. We don't want to see his face because he has ignored the rules and regulations of NEHUTA. Unless he calls us, we